one? Was
Oh, not even.
What's good, y'all? We are so excited. This is the first show for Let's Talk About It. We are the host here. My name is Dawn K.
And my name is Cardacia. I'm so excited to be here, y'all. Like, oh my goodness. It's been very exciting. And Dawn, I'm so glad to have you here. We are your co-hosts for Let's Talk About It. It is a premiere podcast for the millennial and Gen Z. And we're just excited for everything that's in store. So let's just jump right into business, shall we?
Let's go. Yes.
So first, we have to start by talking about the inauguration. It was actually last week. Time is moving so fast. So
Yes.
it was this week, and congratulations to President Biden and Madam VP Kamala Harris.
All that black magic they sprinkling up in DC. Yes.
It was so amazing. And I just have to highlight Amanda Gorman. She is so inspirational, and she really set the tone of the event with so much light and hope. Amanda, she's a 22-year-old American poet, national winner, and she really just represents us well, from the Black America, stance and our love of the country. Like, she expressed herself great. So how did you feel about her?
She was amazing, man. The courage it takes to get up, not only in front of everybody else, but in front of the whole entire world, and just say that poem and be the youngest person to do it. And you know what? She looked damn good doing it too. And that yellow, it complemented her skin so well, so well. One of the things that I love the most about Amanda is her story. Now, Amanda, she grew up, believe it or not, she had a speech problem. She couldn't say R's, but making poetry was like her passion, but yet she couldn't cite that poetry. But so to see somebody come from that, not being able to, say your R's, not being able to barely speak in front of people, you get up and speak in front of everybody. That's truly amazing. And that takes courage. Black girl magic, period.
She definitely was Black girl magic, and she rose to the occasion. Honestly, I think this is very monumental. She reminds me of a younger version of Maya Angelou, and we need that so bad. Like, we need these type of revolutions for us, So I'm just so excited for her. And at the inauguration, also Michelle Obama, she came in and did her thing. She made her fashion statement and her hair statement for us. Okay,
most definitely. If y'all did not know, Michelle Obama came in with a jumpsuit by Sergio Hudson, who is a Black designer. Okay, she slayed like she was on the red carpet, honey. Okay, she freaking slayed that. Can't nobody do it better than Michelle.
Yes, like those girls was amazing, impeccable. Her and Kamala's hair really, they just showed out with that.
Let me tell you something about Kamala Harris, though.
Mhm.
Kamala Harris, great woman. Oh my gosh. Her suit was made by Christopher John Rogers. And do you know that guy is a graduate from SCAD, my
What?
school, class of
Oh, I didn't
2016?
know that.
He did that, okay? Christopher J. Rogers, he did that suit for her and killed it. She also had on Sergio Hudson heels as well. So they sprinkled black magic all
Black
over
girl magic was just
there. Period. I loved it so much, man.
so Michigan, us having a new president, President Biden, you know, our main concern in our generation is getting a lot of student loan debt, like forgiven, wiped out. Like that is one of our biggest concerns. And actually in America, student debt, we're in a $1.5 trillion crisis in student debt. And, you know, education has such a huge role in the future development of this country. So, you know, he's only proposing to forgive $10,000. Do you really think that's enough?
$10,000, no, honey. A semester at my school is what, 15,000, and I gotta be here for 4 years. Oh Lord, that's not even. That's covering nothing, like nothing at all.
We have a comment from Rosa Williams Bailey. Yes, she does remind me of Maya. Yes, Amanda, listen, I'm so ecstatic to just see all of the changes that's happening in this country, you know, and hopefully we can give some more forgiveness about this student loan debt because it's not only stressing us out, it's stressing our parents, our grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hurting more than just the younger generation. So I really hope we can come up with something.
And so for student loans, because I'm still in school, you know, I don't really know about it. I know they accumulate. So for student loans, do they affect like your credit? Do they affect like how you live, you know, when you get older? Like, let's say I wanted to buy a house. Well, because I have student loans, will that affect anything? I know some people, when they like file their taxes or whatnot, some people don't get their taxes back because student loans come in, snatch them babies up.
Well, honestly, I believe that as long as you're paying on them and they don't go to your credit score, you should be okay. Like, I don't think you should be penalized for having student loan debt to like get a house. But I don't know if they go, you know, against debt to income ratio. I'm not sure, but ways around it. But it's still like unaffordable for everyone, you know.
Yeah, I actually seen a meme and it was like, I've already forgiven myself for them student loans. So the government needs to catch up. Like,
yes. Honestly, because
I've already forgiven myself.
Right. When I was at CAU, Clark Atlanta University, one of my classmates, he was an international student from Saudi Arabia. Girl, his country paid his tuition, which was $36,000 a year at Clark. He had a 7 Series BMW and an apartment, and it was his country. So I'm like, come on, America.
Wow, that's crazy. And then, so how did he do it? Like, did he have to pay that out of pocket, or he got like a loans from his from his country?
Not even loans. It's like grant. I'm not sure how it works.
Yeah,
but, you know, I'm pretty sure he's a scholar, but they have some type of support from their homelands, you know, because they want to get educated and then take it back to their homeland. So if we don't advance education and make it affordable, these other countries are going to step right on in and try to do what we do.
Basically, you know, and I feel that I've talked to a few international students at SCAD. You know, if their parents aren't paying out of pocket, most of them are here on huge grants. Like, oh, well, my dad got a grant, and you know, my mom got this grant. My like, wow, like grants covering this much. Like, my grant wasn't nothing but $2,000.
Right, we're supposed to be the richest land in the world. How if you know? We don't have those type of grants and incentives. But I hope President Biden and his administration can come up with something.
Most definitely. So I do want to go back to the fashions that we saw at the inauguration. When I tell you it was so monumental for me, everything was monochrome. Like, did you see like all of those beautiful rainbow colors that everybody had on?
Yes, it was so vibrant.
So it was so beautiful. And you know what? We never really we talked about all this, there she go, Jill Biden. Why don't we talk about Jill Biden? She didn't say much. She made her presence known and she said nothing. She just slayed on them and just did her thing.
You know what I love about her, honestly? You know what I'm really picking up? I hate to say this, but I have to speak the truth. I just have to be real. So, Melania Trump, when she came in, like, she really let the first lady status standard down, like a whole lot. And I think for what they did to Michelle Obama, trying to, talk that bad on her. So it was very powerful. I feel like, she feel like she has to step in and, you know what I'm saying, redeem herself as a European woman. And she's really classy and modest. And I love Dr. Biden. I really want to hear more from her.
Yeah, I feel like we're all like still kind of stuck on Michelle Obama because Melania Trump did come in and was like, we were like, Michelle Obama will always be our forever first lady, okay, of the United States. We loved her, always loved her fashion, okay? I was going through her Pinterest. She has so much beautiful fashion, like dress, conservative, but can dress. Yes. I love it.
And I guess, like, I guarantee you, Dr. Biden, she's going to go to her for some fashion help. Listen, in touch.
Right, I would. So did you hear though that Melania didn't want to give the tour to the White House to Jill Biden? She didn't want to give it to Dr. Joe Biden. Yeah, like I'm not shocked or nothing, but why you breaking traditions like that? Y'all already
so many traditions, like that has to happen. Like, I feel like it's her confidence, it's her pride, it's her confidence, and maybe it's her allegiance to her husband.
Yeah, the loyalty.
You never know. I'm glad that Donald Trump can just go on home now because listen.
No, for real. One thing though about Melania that I did like, other than all of that stuff, we slept on her style now. Like, I love fashion now. I'm not gonna exclude nobody. Melania Trump, she could dress.
I never really paid attention to her.
So because the focus was on her crackhead husband.
But I'm pretty sure because Ivanka, she has some nice heels now. Don't act like you never went to Dillard's. They're on school session and saw some Ivanka Trump heels. So.
For real, like those, though, like she could dress. I don't know about nobody else, but she could dress. I really liked it. Do you think we have Miss Trump a chance because who she was married to? What? Do you think we have Miss Trump a chance? Should we give her a chance because who she was married to? I want to believe, me personally, that she is her own person. She married, a horrible person, but at the same time, we don't know nothing about her. We just know her husband is just trash. That's literally all we know is that she's trash. Would I give her a go? Maybe so, but I mean, look who she married. It's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, you are the reflection of your husband. So. But she really didn't. I don't know. I didn't really study her.
Yeah, she really didn't do anything. Like, he did his own stuff, and she was just in the background. That's literally what she was just in the background. So we don't even know nothing about her. I paid attention to how she dressed because I pay attention to how everybody dressed.
Mentioning like dressing and style. What do you want to see, since the inauguration made such a big fashion statement for 2021? Me personally, I want to see more personal stylists come out. I'm really tired of Fashion Nova, it's affordable, but I want to see some more, originality.
See, the thing is with personal stylists is you have to look at the monetary value of a personal stylist. Like Fashion Nova, we wish that people could get away from Fashion Nova, but we got to realize the perks of Fashion Nova is that they're cheap. Okay. And it's a lot of like other stores out there like that. It's the fast fashion world. So basically fast fashion is just mass production of all types of clothes. Yeah, so you have
their ideas from local stylists, like personal stylists. Like they have you seen those posts on Instagram about how they go to the small boutiques and actually take their whole design and like mass produce it. Like,
oh yeah,
like
I do believe that they do that. I do. But I don't know, like, so for like a personal stylist, if I could have a personal stylist, I would. Not that I need one, but
your own personal stylist.
I would love a personal stylist to just get somebody's opinion. But you know what people sleep on the most though? I feel like people sleep on thrift stores. Thrift stores, yes, secondhand, like buying secondhand, so much cheaper. I remember one summer I went to Avalon, which is downtown, secondhand store, like vintage store, whatnot. I spent like $80 and changed out my whole wardrobe, like my whole entire wardrobe, and it's coming from me. Like I like the dress, so I changed out my whole entire wardrobe. So I think people sleep on just vintage. I think people sleep on the secondhand stuff, but personal stylists would love them though. Would love them if I could afford one.
I agree so much.
Oh Lord, kids in the classroom going to that was me
all day.
Aren't you like a preschool teacher? Is that what you be? You be sitting there like,
listen, I have to have patience with my babies because sometimes they have their days where they're just off, and they want to get on my everlasting nerves. So I just and look at them, and then they'll
be up there like Joe Biden.
Okay, you have preschoolers in the middle of a pandemic.
Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan Businesships. Let's talk about this public relations thing.
Listen, honestly, okay, this is my question. Well, for those of you who don't know, Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's daughter. She's very big in the fashion industry for our generation.
And she's very big with our lovable men, every man that we wanted on this earth.
Every man that we wanted to take them and snatch them. Like, I don't understand. So she just got into a public relationship with Michael B. Jordan. He was on Black Panther. Many of you know who Michael B. Jordan is. And I have a question, Dawn. So should love or dating be used as a publicity stunt? Because I'm feeling some type of way. Like,
I feel like it can only be a publicity stunt if it's fake. It shouldn't be a problem if it was real. And one thing that pissed me off a little bit, I love Lori Harvey, but one thing that pissed me off a little bit was since she came out with Michael B. Jordan, she launched her collaboration with another brand of a clothing line. She got all that attention and you launched a collaboration. I can't even remember. I should have got it. I can't exactly remember, but it's one of those brands like Fashion Nova or something. It's not Fashion Nova though, but it's a collaboration, but she got her own. It's called LH. She's really pretty though, but why wait until now? Like, you could have been did that. Your daddy is Steve Harvey.
Yes. I mean, honestly, it is a business ship, because she also signed with a deal with TSR for exclusive pictures from them. So it's like they're almost like planning their photo shoots to post on Instagram. And I just feel like if you're in an intimate relationship with someone, why do you have to prove that to the world? Like, why time to try to add so much emphasis to the world on your personal intimate relationship? Like,
girl, who knows? Like, it might have a lot to do with Michael B. Jordan. Do you know what he has going on, like, in his world? Like, I feel like it's like Lori. But
yeah, you know what? Honestly, huge, and he's trying to play like he's smooth. You know what I'm saying? No, like he really knows what he's doing, because just last year she was on another birthday trip with Future. So and he's older than her. He's what?
Sensational.
Right. He's 33 years old. He's not new to this. And I hope he doesn't like Black women, or, he was never out in public with a Black woman. So
have you seen him in public with women at all? Because I feel like I've only seen him, alone, by himself. Girl, he might be gay for all we know.
Listen, honestly, that's a huge rumor as well. Like, who was his old roommate or his friend that went on the blogs and said that he remembered he had a conversation with him one night and he told him about like a curiosity for the same sex. So I don't know, like, it's a lot of secrets, but I just hope that Lori Harvey, can protect herself, her brand, and also, her father's reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Respected in our community. So it's like, sis, you can do other things other than just showing a specific style of dating that's always glorified.
Most definitely, because like, look, Lori, she's the real hot girl. Okay, Meg makes the music, Lori lives it out. Okay,
right? She does, and I respect her for that. She doesn't care what anyone has to say, and she uses her free will.
Most definitely. Well, talking about Lori, we know that she's 24 years old. So, because she's hopping from relationship to relationship, are relationships in our 20s really worth it? Is it worth it to do what Lori is doing? Okay, because I know, like in our generation, we love the hot girl life.
Yes.
So, do we want to be Lori's, or do you know what is it worth it to be a Lori?
Honestly, I can only speak from, my experiences. I believe that, in your 20s, you should test the waters because you learn yourself, you learn more about yourself when it comes to being in a relationship with someone else. So, experience sometimes is the best teacher, although you should, listen to those who went through the same things and, know exactly what it is, nothing is fun, but you have to, experiment and see what you like, what you don't like. But, also in your 20s, you have to be focused on yourself, your mission, your purpose,
Definitely.
These years back, we're supposed to be in our prime. And I see too many, people in their 20s that's stressing and obsessing over toxic relationships. So
I feel that. Yeah, it does. It has its pros and cons. I feel like honestly it depends on the person, because we do see a lot of people who get into these relationships and be stressed out, be married, got all these kids, don't know how to handle it. And because you were in a relationship. So we do have a comment. Is there a difference between friendship and relationship? Most definitely. I most definitely think there is a huge difference. But it can only be a difference if you make it a difference. Like, okay, so me personally, I'm not in a committed relationship, but I still consider this person my friend. So we kind of like have a friendship relationship, but you can still have relationships with your friends, if that makes sense. Because it's a relationship. It doesn't have to be like an intimate relationship. It doesn't have to be a relationship that's leading to something. But that's just my opinion.
That agape love. And I feel like, all you need, like, honestly, mostly, we just need support in friendships and relationships. So it's all about supporting that person and really getting to know them, being friends. I feel like there should be a friendship in every relationship. But agape love is real. So,
I just feel like if you don't have that friendship and that, like she said, if you don't have that friendship in a relationship, nah, man, it's not gonna work. So we do have another comment. She said, "Y'all are beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to love this show every Saturday. Are y'all in relationships?" Okay. So I'm in I don't know what to call it. It's a friendship relationship. Okay. Like I just said, like we're friends, but it's not a committed relationship. We're just filling it out, see where it goes.
That's what I mean.
She said a situationship, but it's not a bad situation. When I think of situationships, I think of them as toxic. I think of situationships as so toxic, man. So I would say we are kind of like, we're in a building phase right now. We're building, we're just trying to see where it goes, fill it out, see if we like each other. Look, I'm 21 years old. I got all the time in the world.
Well, I'm single, and it's a lot of people that
I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, back to my relationship. I don't mind talking about it. Look, he treats me nice, okay? That's my little boo babe. But here's my friend. One thing I can say about the, relationship that I'm in is if we don't work out, I'm very sure that we can still be friends in the end. I'm very sure that he will probably be one of my close friends. So I feel like once you get to that point in your relationship, I feel like that's when you've met somebody, don't get in trouble with that explanation. Lord, hold up. Who I'm gonna get in trouble by?
Sorry, you guys. Sorry, Don. That's my dogs barking in the background. But as I was saying, I am single, but I've been in a relationship. I've been in about maybe 2 or 3 relationships. I'm 25 years old. So I feel like, I've had my experiences, and it's just time for me to focus on myself. There are options out there, but I just, want to devote most of my time to me.
Working on herself, building herself. Look, let me tell you something about Star. She has a lot going on. Sis is like on her grind right now. She went to college, she had fun. Sis is like trying to make money moves.
Yes, so I just have to keep a balance and, be a friend to, different guys, because I don't want to just, put them on block lists or ignore anyone, because people are people. So yeah, but I'm just trying to, keep my options open right now.
Yes, yes, yes. So let's see. So I know one thing with relationships is we love to stay in relationships longer than we're supposed to. I've been in a few relationships. I've been in a few situationships. I've been in a few complicated relationships. I've been friends with. I didn't get the whole nine. Yeah. So when do you know that enough is enough? Like, how do you know when something's too toxic? How do you know when to just let stuff be?
Enough is enough when there's no resolution in a relationship. Like, if you can't come to any type of sound decision with anything, it's probably winding up, and time is over. Like, you have to communicate, you have to resolve things, because everything is always peaches and cream in relationships. But
yes, it's like finding that common ground, basically.
Yes, like when there's no resolution, I feel like that's enough. Maybe we need to figure out something else. We need to separate, part ways, because everyone wants to move forward in the relationship.
Most definitely. I used to see a meme floating around that like I used to keep all the time, like, and it was like this meme, and it goes like, if things go left, be my friend until we get back right. That type of thing. I feel like that's nice. For me, I don't know. I feel like enough is enough when you just ain't got nothing else to give. Like, I'm putting my all into this. And I feel like as women, we tend to do that. We tend to put more into it than most guys do. So I feel like enough is enough when I ain't got nothing else to give you. Like, I don't have the energy to argue with you anymore. I don't have the energy I don't have the energy to sit here and try to figure out what it is we're going to do. We're repeating cycles at this point. Nobody want to repeat cycles.
It's a repeating cycle. We're just going in circles, and I'm all spun out over you.
Yes, like you giving me a headache. Like,
and honestly, when a woman is tired and she fed up, it's a wrap. It's over with. Like when we're mentally over you, it's over with.
Over with.
I don't know. That's just us. But
I feel like we give so many chances. Like, we give chance after chance after chance. Like, I just want you to do right. And the minute that, you know what, we just be like, okay, that be the minute that, oh yeah, ask us those tough questions, I'm sorry, but that be the minute they be wanting to act right. That minute we be tired, the minute we be over it, they be wanting to act right.
So I have a question for you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when is it really worth fighting for?
When is it really worth fighting for? That's a good question. I feel like it's worth fighting for when, you both are able to just sit down, and when both parties are willing to make something work, I feel like that's when it's worth fighting for, especially if the other party. Now sometimes you have people that want it more than others, but if y'all are like equal and you both want it at the same time, I feel like it's worth fighting for. If you can, like, if we can sit here and do this, we on the same page, we both wanted to go somewhere, so why are we fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we going through this? So I feel like it's worth fighting for. Go through that. So let's see. Building your own self while you wait for that special one is great. You both beautiful, intelligent, able to care for yourselves. That is the definition of maturity. Most definitely. I most definitely agree.
Honestly, and to be honest with you, I think that we're approaching times where the good girls are about to win. Like hot girl season is coming to a wrap because hot girls don't know how to evolve when the pressure is on. And I just feel like it's our season now. We've been, played in the background for so long, and I just feel like, back in the early 2000s, the 90s, just normal girls were more respected. They didn't have to do too much or so much, what I'm saying, for attention or for approval. And I just feel like, it's speaking as a woman and caring about females, it's good to have some type of balance and respect for yourself because our generation, we had to go through a lot of transitions as far as interacting with others and being in relationships and with
definitely.
So, social media has really messed up the dating scene for me. So what are your opinions about, dating and just dealing with social media?
Dealing with social media, I want to get to that, but I just want to go back on what you said about self-respect. I'm sorry about this sunlight. I didn't even know it was going to do all this. But self-respect, oh my gosh, I feel like that is such a thing. Like, and coming from me, I know I had to build up my self-respect. I wanted to be a hot girl at one point. I was a hot girl at one point, and to build up self-respect, it takes a lot of like the comment said, maturity. It is so maturity because you have to realize that you are living for yourself. You have to realize what you're doing is not going to get you to where you need to be and where you want to be. Like, I feel like every woman has a dream, but you can't be doing that dream unless you want to be somebody, like the City Girls, or no offense to Jada, I love Jada, but like Jada, I feel like we have to build ourselves up into mature women, and that it's a journey and it's hard, especially because sometimes that stuff doesn't come naturally. You have to build that up. I salute self-respect. Self-respect is something that everybody should work on every single day. It's not a destination. It's something that you work on, and it's something you achieve every single day. Yes. That's how I feel about it.
We're in a very interesting time, because our generation, we being in our 20s and, 2021, we have, the older adults looking on us, like looking down on us because, those are our aunties, our moms, our grandmas, but they know we were brought up differently. And then we have the younger girls looking up to us. So it's like, it's up to us to change shift the trajectory of Black women in America because we have such a drawn out history here. And, I feel like we definitely should highlight more women who respect themselves, and hopefully those females in our generation with heavy audience. Jada, she's from Savannah, Georgia, and she has so many followers. She has over 2 million followers. Like, her influence is massive.
I love Jada. Like, sis has been a boss since she was 18, but I feel like the stuff that she's putting herself through now, she doesn't have to, and that just goes back to self-respect.
Yes, and I don't know, I just want to see a change. Like, that's why I was, excited about Amanda Gorman. I was excited about her because I want to see more young, vibrant, inspirational Black women because it's going to take us to fix this country. Let's just look at it. Like MLK wouldn't have been who he was without Coretta Scott King. You know, like every successful Black man is a Black woman. Like it's gonna take a Black woman. I really believe that. Like we hold it down. We rise to the occasion. Okay.
Okay. Period.
I love us. I love Black women.
Yes, me personally, we're the trendsetters. Like things wouldn't be as hype as it was if it was not for Black women, and not even just Black women, Black people. Period. Like we makes it happen. Okay, we gets it done. We makes it happen, and that's the thing that I love the most about our culture. We set the trends. We set the tone. They can try to copy it, but it won't work.
Right. You know, when y'all have time, I want y'all to go and watch Amanda Gorman's speech, you know, for the inauguration, because it really took a 22-year-old young Black woman read everyone their rights. Like she really, really shut it down with her speech. Like that girl is so powerful. And it takes someone like that with that boldness, you know, like she is gifted.
Yes.
And I really believe that we're entering into a new era and a time where Black Americans will rise up and rise to the occasion, because you know when there's always a tragedy or a tragedy in this country, who always rise to the occasion? Us
people trying to make a change. We always going for a change because we want to be heard. We want to be seen. We're overlooked. For what reason? We're basically the country. We're everything that makes this country amazing.
I'm glad. I just really had to dig deep in that and talk about that, because we don't give ourselves, you know, enough applause. Like we are very powerful people, you know, and I just see us, you know, rising to the top, and it's time for us to take over. Like, no, I'm not, just because I'm pro-Black doesn't make me anti-white. You know, I love everyone, but listen, like, I can only go hard for who I am. So,
okay, for who I am, for what I know, for what I stand for. That's like the people when you say Black Lives Matter, somebody in the crowd, all lives matter. Didn't nobody say your life didn't matter.
Exactly. We all we got, so we have to stand up for us, you know.
Period. I love that so much, man. Black people, and you know what? That's what we using this platform to do. We want to unify our people. We want to make this platform a voice for everybody, no matter the age, no matter the gender, no matter where you come from, no matter where you at. We just want to make this platform for our people. That's what we're here for. That's what we living for. I love that.
I have another question.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is our first episode, and you know, we are, you know, representing the younger audience. What do you think needs to happen for us to bridge the gap between our generation and Generation X and the baby boomers? Like, what do we need to do for them to understand where we're coming from, so there can be, like, you know, an equal progression? Because at the end of the day, we both need each other, because we are. So
I feel like that's a very good question. And I'm gonna be honest, it's a hard question to answer, because I feel like because we're from so many different generations, we have a different way of understanding each other. If we can find a way to get everybody on the same page, to get your grandmama to understand what my little nieces are saying, that could be ever changing. So I don't really know how we could do that, honestly, if I'm speaking.
Or get your nephews to understand the respect they should have for
the grandma.
You know,
yeah.
So I worked at an inner city middle school in Savannah, Georgia. And you know, we were outside waiting on it was car pickup and waiting on their parents to come pick them up. And the kids were just cursing. Ooh. And the grandma walked up and they started cursing. And she was like, "Oh, y'all children just so nasty, so disrespectful."
Yeah. And I feel like that's no offense to parents, but that's a parent's issue, because I know my mama would not play about me cussing in front of nobody.
And honestly, like, we were raised to have respect for our elders, and I had to step in. You know, I was 23 at the time. I was like, y'all, like, would y'all curse in front of y'all grandma like this? Like, what you doing? Like, I had to check them. Like, and it's going to take our age group. Like, yes, we're young, but we have we have children that are 10 years younger than us that's losing their mind. Like
losing their mind. You know what? I get on TikTok all the time and I see people who have their kids, you know, they be acting out little skits. Don't get me wrong, they're skits, but I still feel like it's a gateway. If you put in the cuss words and you cussing with your child in a skit, it's just gonna give them a gateway to do it whenever they please. And then another thing is people find it funny. Mm-hmm. That's not funny, man. Seeing a 4-year-old cuss somebody out is not funny at all.
We have a comment from Mike Kelly. Will y'all be addressing interracial relationships on this show? We're going to be talking about everything, you know.
Everything.
I personally don't have any experience with an interracial relationship, but I feel like love is love. So we'll get into that topic.
I could do like a little brief over it. I dated, you know, somebody on the white side. Interracial relationships, like she said, love is love. It depends on your type. Nobody's going to judge you for what you love, man. Nobody's going to judge you. Me personally, just not my type. But if that's your type, then you go for it. Love is love, man.
We're hot commodity. Black women and black men, you know, everyone love us. So, hey, who am I to judge?
Right. You have the dominant trait, so if you're black, you have the dominant trait, so it's okay.
There was a comment before it was saying how this is the generation where a lot of black women are going to be educated and spiritually balanced. Here it goes. This is the generation of black women who are educated and spiritually balanced. I believe so because, you know, we witnessed a lot. You know, we were raised by strong black women and, you know, we can't help who we are. We can't help who we come from. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it is the time for us to rise back to the occasion. You know, like King, she gave her advice for young African Americans, and she was like, you know, we really do need to respect each other's positions because, you know, everyone is different and won't everyone be the same. So we have to respect each other and what we all bring to the table. And also she said we have to get back to our roots, you know, why we were able to escape slavery and overcome, you know, oppression was because of prayer. So we have to get back to our roots and realize, you know, who we are and where we come from and the power that we have, you know. And people don't like to talk about that, but it's true, you know, like we have to get back to, you know, our spiritual foundation.
Most definitely, because it's the reason we got out of bondage in the first place. Grandma's prayers, your great grandma's prayers, your great grandma's prayers. You know, it was lucky, but we got out of there with praying, man. I know I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? For real. Like to be spiritually balanced is an achievement, especially right now with so much going on in the world. So much in the world, you have to be spiritually balanced no matter what. If you're not spiritually silent, and that's not a place to be, honey. It is not the place to be.
Right.
I really love that. And education, yes, we love us an educated Black woman.
Honestly, and we have to go back to, you know, education because honestly, we were miseducated a lot. And that's another thing that we will address in the future because there has to be some type of resolution, you know, for education to be valued more in inner cities, you know, where the majority of the African American population are. So I feel like, you know, the more you are educated, it affects your life and it affects the decisions that you make. So
yes,
education is very valuable. And I feel like, you know, I pray that we come to some type of resolution with this student loan. I have to get back to these student loan debt and just the cost of, you know, attendance with these universities, you know.
Yes, why are they so expensive? Like, and just for people to graduate and be out of a job, like where am I gonna work? It be taking people years to get into a field, months to get into a field after they graduate from school, and you done pay all this money. Now you got to pay school back. You ain't got no job. Like, what's going on?
And honestly, I understand. You know, people are like, oh, well, you can go to tech school or you can start your own business. Let's be real. If we really want to build Black America, we need psychologists. We need psychiatrists. We need doctors teachers, lawyers. We need engineers. That takes education. Like you have to go
Yes.
to law school. Like, you know what I'm saying? That takes education and money. Like we really do need our children to go to college and be whoever they aspire to be. And when I was working inside of the middle school, majority of them wanted to be doctors.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Doctors. I love that. I couldn't get into like doctoring because I suck at empathy. But if somebody but if somebody is like, that good to be a doctor, doctors are amazing. I love my doctor. Okay. I've always loved my doctor from a child. Like doctors will have you wanting to be a doctor. I don't care what nobody say. They're amazing.
I forgot what was my pediatrician. I forgot, but Dr. Cray, and he used to give me these free Wendy's Frosties every time I would go. Like he was the best. Like I actually tried, when my mama moved me from my pediatrician, like I did not want to go to the regular primary doctor. Like I was so
yes, especially the pediatricians, they're so nice. I love it. She said, Dawn, you seem so caring. Oh, I am caring.
And then
I do. But yes, man. That's freaking amazing. Doctors, kids are beautiful though. I like the fact that you work with children. I feel like that's the most beautiful thing. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like you always want to work with children? Have you always wanted to work with children? Because I went through a phase of my life where I like totally disliked children, but that's only because I had so many nieces and nephews always up under me.
Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a preschool teacher. I also have a nonprofit called Think Girls Inc. For inner city girls ages 4 to 18. I babysit, so I'm always around children. Literally every job I had centered around children. I couldn't escape it really. Like it's just natural, and someone has to care for the youth, like the future, and you have to have a type of patience and relationship with them and understand, their world and, still be able to guide them into the right direction and sharpen them so they can go out into the world and, be powerhouses. So I love children. They are blessings, but they really, really need more resources and they need our attention. So that's what keeps me balanced. Honestly, being 25, I'm supposed to be, doing this, doing that, traveling the world and, being a hot girl because this is supposed to be my prime, but working around children.
I feel like social media only tells you, that's what you're supposed to be doing at 25. Like, oh, you're supposed to be doing this at 25. You're supposed to be doing that at 25. You're supposed to be doing this, doing that. Girl, I feel like do your own thing. And you succeed at it.
Yes, and it's, just having that type of, balance. And honestly, being around children, it's a lot of innocence, involved with children. They're very vulnerable, they're innocent, and they pick up on energy a lot. So, they observe everything. So I have to make sure that I'm operating at my best self, which is sometimes, pressuring, but it's all about, just growing, understanding, and, being there for one another.
That's good.
Spardacia, can you tell her that I'm a guy? I'm in Tennessee, but I watch this platform and I'm a white guy. Oh,
I'm sorry. My bad. What's your name? Mike Kelly. I'm sorry. Period.
Oh yeah, you kept saying she. They both are. I see you. But glow over there. You are glowing.
Oh, yes, girl. I don't know where this sun came from because I swear when we started, it was not right here. But I am in front of the window, so.
So before we wrap up the show, I just want you to maybe give our audience, 3 facts about you or 3 things about you so they can get to know who we are more because we will be on here live every Saturday at 1 p.m.
Period. Okay, so look, y'all, my name is Dawn K. My name is Dawn King. You can call me Miss King, Dawn K, call me Dawn, whatever you want to. I am a junior at Savannah College of Art and Design. I major in social strategy and management, which is kind of like social media marketing, and I minor in fashion. If you don't know, according to my background, look, I love the style. I love the style, okay? Love it so much. And another fact about me is I also model. So I model, I am into fashion, I love social media. That's mostly everything about me. Very outgoing. I love to talk, love to be on the scene. And that's literally everything about me. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer them.
And what's your Instagram? We have to tell them our Instagram name.
Yeah, my Instagram is at Dawn King. I wish I would have put it up there. At Dawn King, 3 underscores. Me, you'll know it's me because my name is Dawn Minervia. Minervia is my middle name. How cute.
Yes, Dawn. Yes. My name is Stardacia, but y'all can call me Star. I'm from Savannah, Georgia. I am actually in grad school to get my master's in applied psychology, industrial organizational psychology.
Yes.
I'm a nonprofit founder of Think Girls Inc. I'm a teacher. I have a business. It's an online social connectivity and self-development company brand called Her Light Shines LLC. So we'll be talking more about everything that we have going on. And my Instagram is at Stardacia. And I'm also on Twitter for those of you who are on Twitter, at Stardacia_. And we have a comment. Where are
the ladies? I don't know.
There's more of us. So next week, Dawn will be joining us. She is so very dope and expressive. I can't wait for her.
Yes. She's beautiful, has beautiful energy. You guys will love her, okay?
So,
yeah. Yes. So yes, we will have men on the show when we can. We don't have any men co-hosts yet, but that is the goal, to get a man on the show so we can bring his audience as well. Right,
because we need the male's perspective, but we will be having guests, if not weekly, every other week. So just be on the lookout. Make sure you share this video, share our content. Tell your nieces, your nephews, your sons, your daughters, who may be younger and, they're on Facebook and they're looking for, positive, relatable content. Make sure you tell them about Let's Talk About It. As we stated, we come on every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So make sure y'all tune in, and thank you for the support. I really enjoyed this show.
Yes. It was so fun. I'm so excited, man. This is the first show. Look, I woke up this morning. I texted the group chat. I'm like, good morning, y'all. I was
rising.
I was so excited. No, thank you for watching. We really loved it.
You will soon have a guest named Edward Fox.
We sure will. We sure will.
We will be having you join soon. So be on the lookout. We made it to the end. It's time to do something. It's Saturday. It's beautiful outside in Savannah, Georgia. So, hey, I'm about to put on my boots and maybe we can go out and celebrate, because
yes, for real, let's go. No, Dom invited me to a Spitfire tonight. Oh, you why you gotta stay in? Why you gotta be fast?
I have to babysit. I told you I cannot run away from children. I have to babysit tonight, but listen, I'm gonna call you on FaceTime. I'm gonna still join the party.
Okay, we can still do something. We still have time, so.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Any more comments? Any more shout outs?
If that's all, catch us again next Saturday at 1 p.m. and our girl Dom will be on here. So it'll be me, Star, and Dom, and we'll be giving y'all straight fire. We may also have a guest performer with us as well. So you're going to want to keep up with us. If you haven't, please follow us on Instagram or follow me because look, I love to post. So follow me and we're going to keep you updated on everything. I'm so excited.
Yes, we have to come up with a theme song for this. Like,
yes, oh my gosh, I was trying to like upload the video to my Instagram story, and I was like, what song would go perfect with this like little final video? Like, I don't know.
Song.
Yeah, we can get on the track and sing. I'll do a little rap for y'all.
Great job, ladies. Thank you, sis. Shout out to Gabrielle. Shout out to my mama, Tanya Howard Hall. Shout out to my stepdaddy, Julius Hall. Shout out to my niece, Marissa, and my nephew, Sire. Shout out to everybody. I love y'all. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Delonte Frazier. Shout out to my dogs who won't let me be great in peace.
Please, someone tell Edward to get on somewhere.
Oh my goodness. You got your visual shout out.
That guy. It's at the stables. Starts at 7:30. You want to come to the stables. If you want to come, you just go out there. Whatever, do you, boo. But yeah. So yes. So I think we're gonna go ahead and close it out here, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I would play a song, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, they're gonna take the video down, and we did too good.
Hey, guys.
Bye.